everyone. Welcome back to another episode of CISTA GIRLS. My name is Haley Persaud, and today with me I have Isabel
Borgstad
and Annie
Kamp.
They're not part of CISTA GIRLS yet, but we are willing for them to be part of our team. So we're going to ask a little bit questions to get to know them a lot more, and hopefully they'll be part of CISTA GIRLS. So Isabel, what is your favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject in school is actually Spanish. I really enjoy working with foreign languages and learning about the culture of other countries.
Oh, that's nice. And Annie?
My favorite subject is actually science. It's actually really interesting because I feel like it's one of the most hands-on subjects possible, and I really like that.
Oh, I like science too because you get to use the telescopes and all of those fun stuff. But I also like social studies because you get to learn about the history and how America came to be. And what's your favorite activities to do?
I like to ice skate. I feel really passionate about ice skating.
And Annie?
I used to ice skate like Isabel, but I kind of like gymnastics, though I'm not the best. And I also like crafts, like we can see here.
Okay. I actually like basketball and volleyball. They're really interesting, and playing with the sports, playing with the games and learning the rules of playing. It's actually really fun. And what school do you guys go to at the moment?
I go to Nathaniel Hawthorne MS74, and it's in Bayside.
Oh, nice. And Annie?
I go to a school called PSIS 499, and it's located in Flushing.
Oh, so it's around here?
Yeah.
Okay. And what grades are you currently in?
I'm in 8th grade.
Oh, and Annie?
I'm also in 8th grade.
So you guys are also searching up high schools?
Yes.
What high schools are you interested in?
I actually just auditioned for LaGuardia High School for drama.
Mm-hmm.
And on the regular application, I'm looking at Townsend Harris.
Oh, okay. And Annie?
I, like you guys, I just auditioned for LaGuardia, and I'm also looking at places like Bard, Beacon, and Frank Sinatra.
What programs are you interested in LaGuardia?
I'm interested in the drama program.
Okay. And Annie?
I like drama too because it's a great way to express yourself as another person and just in general.
And adding on, I really feel that acting is sort of like my identity. I can really inspire others also to act, so that's why I really enjoy acting.
Yeah, and I also went for technical theater. Being on stage and being on curtain is just as fun as being behind the scenes or behind the curtain. It's really...
They're both equally important in creating a show, so...
Yes, and you have to know, like, why is the light, how the lights is working like that, and how is it set up, why do we have to be in a certain position. And it's the mic, too, like, that's all important and fun. And when you entered into LaGuardia, how was it like? Like, did you feel like, I could do this, I'm ready for this, or did you feel nervous? Because a lot of people, they're nervous, and a lot of people, they're not ready.
Yeah, I mean, I was nervous and excited at the same time. This was my actual first audition, so I wasn't really sure what I was going to see there and what to expect. But I realized that, this is going to be a great experience, and I actually really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Okay. And Annie?
I felt like it was a great experience too. I as well was very excited until I actually walked into the room, and then my heart just started pumping and
Yeah, me too.
I got really nervous. Something that surprised me about this audition was that there were 4 judges, where I typically, for most other auditions, there are 2, so that was cool.
Yeah, normally there'll be like 4 or 5, possibly 3. When you were entered in there, did you see anyone else? Or like anyone else?
Yeah. That's how I got to know about this in the first place. I saw you online and we started talking. So I actually really, after you told me about this experience, I was really interested in how this came about and like the purpose here.
Okay. Before I ask them the biggest question, which is, do they want to be part of CISTA GIRLS? I want to ask questions not about you, but about your contribution to cleaning the environment. So Mother Nature, she gives us food, water, and air. So since we are getting those things from Mother Nature, I want to know what we could do so we don't take advantage of that. Because a lot of people, what do they normally do?
They find that the floor is the best place to put their trash, and that's not right.
Okay, and Annie, what do you feel about people throwing trash in the grass and throwing trash in the water?
It's not right. Like, one of my friends actually, he looked both ways before throwing away his wrapper, and he just threw it up into the air. I actually ran after it and collected it, and then
good.
I put it away later.
Do you do community service? Do you help clean beaches, clean parks, or anything like that?
Sometimes I've actually cleaned a park to help one time, and it was really fun. I did it with a couple of friends, and that always makes things better.
Yeah, as long as you have the right materials to help clean, and as long as you're with some people, you'll have a great time cleaning the environment. And when you're cleaning the environment, how amazing it is to see the beautiful place clean.
Yeah, it really feels like we make an impact on the world by cleaning the environment. And I'd like to add on that something we can do to help is what we're doing right now by raising awareness to this cause and really showing the world what it's about cleaning the environment and not littering.
Okay, yes, and being part of CISTA Girls, you have to make sure that you are here for the beach cleanups, the TV shows, and the library presentations. The library presentations is where we aware other people. This is also another way how we aware people of cleaning the environment. Because as I said before, people take advantage of Mother Earth, giving us all of this amazing resources and supplies, and what do they do again?
They take advantage of it completely.
Yes, they litter all over, and it's really disgusting to see that.
Yeah.
And being part of CISTA Girls, what else do you have to do? Do you know? No. Okay, so we have to save the environment and take care of the animals. Because even the plastic could, if they think that's food, they could eat it. That's not good.
Right.
That's not fun at all. In fact, that's really sad. And what happened with your hamster? I know that when you were coming here, something happened with your hamster. Was that something to do with the environment, or did it have to do something else? Was it part of the environment?
Yes, it was. So really what happened was I took my hamster outside to play for a little bit, and it was unfortunate because he nibbled on something that was plastic, like a plastic bag, and it obviously didn't go down well, and so...
Because like some similar things happen at school where I hear things happening to animals, and we take care of the animals sometimes. There was a trip where we went to the farm and we saw a chicken actually, like her leg was the other way and there was a plastic around it, and it was just, it's sad to see that.
Yeah.
So instead of throwing away the trash, there's also another way of doing something with the trash or the recycled items. Reduce, reuse, recycle is a very important thing. So I'm going to ask you what is your own special definition of reduce, reuse, and recycle. So if someone asks you what is reduce, reuse, recycle, I want you to tell me how you would explain it to them. Annie, would you like to go first?
Sure. So in my opinion, I feel like the reduce part of things is where you reduce the amount of litter and taking advantage of Mother Nature. The reusing part is taking things that people think are trash and reusing them, which is the last part, to make something completely different. So.
Nice. And Isabel?
Yeah, I feel like reusing, as we're showing here today, is like taking materials that may no longer have a purpose and creating them into something else that could serve a true purpose.
Oh, okay. So would you like to ask questions about these things that we made here?
So it's clear that you did use a lot of recycled materials. So what type of recycled materials did you use to create these displays?
So I made Christmas cards, and I made Christmas ornaments, and I also made this little jingle bells out of some certain recycled materials. So I actually took cardboard for this one, toilet paper roll. Everyone uses that, so a great way to reuse it. And if you can't afford to buy Christmas ornaments, and if you want to take it from the heart and make something, this is a really, really great way to make something. As you know, instead of buying it, and giving it to someone, there's more thought if you make it. This is one great way for the cards, and so is ornaments. Anyways, so I took the cardboard, as you can see here. I took the cardboard and I cut it into different shapes. I cut them small, big, and all of that fun stuff. And I just put them together. I made a flower shape first, and then I made a bigger flower shape. And it only took 1.5 of the cardboard toilet paper roll. Then I took some glue and I put it around the design, and then I just sprinkled some glitter all over. As you can see, there's a lot of glitter here. But yeah, and then the next thing I did was took some clear string and I just put it on so it could look like an ornament. And even if you don't want it to look like an ornament, you could just like have it, you know, laying right there. And I find that pretty cool. Same with this one, the red one over there. I just took paint. I did the same process, except I colored it, because you could do it colored or, you know, clear like this one. And I put glitter all over it. And then there's also a tree over there, and I put some green paint, and I put glitter. These took probably around 5 to 10 minutes. And the glue dries really quick. I used Gorilla Glue. Yeah.
So what inspired you to create these ornaments and cards?
What inspired me? Christmas is coming up, but by the time you see this, Christmas has passed. However, people practice Christmas around the year. And these are the things that I made. These are the leftovers that I made for Christmas. And I just wanted to bring it here because it is helping the environment by reducing and giving another purpose to these recycled items, or cardboard, or plastic even. Even I didn't use plastic, but you could still use plastic for this. You know, cut among the lines of the plastic bottle and still do this.
So what exactly is this one? This one here. What is this material?
Okay, so first, cutting trees is bad, but I saw a lot of this on our lawn. And so I searched up what exactly is this, and I didn't really get a result of what exactly it is. So I decided to give it, you know, a purpose instead of like, you know, just cleaning it up, because it just fell down the tree. So I just put glitter on it, and it just looks, you know, pretty.
So
And yeah, you could just like hang it on the tree also, you know. And it's like another ornament, and I just tied a ribbon around it because, you know, just to give it a shiny look.
So glitter makes everything better.
Yeah, glitter makes everything better, especially when you're having fun, and yeah.
So,
And the cards also.
yeah, I was just about to say, I see that you used some kind of tape here on this card. What exactly did you
So
use?
for the card over there that you pointed to with the design, I took a plastic bag that, you know, you'd always get goodie bags from, and I just cut it into a square size or for it to fit. And that's one of the designs there, and I just wrote Merry Christmas on it. And no one could really tell that that came from a plastic. And it looks really pretty. I mean, the flowers are really nice. And then for the bee is from one of the cereal boxes. So I just cut it, and I put it there, and I said, Honeybee Christmas. That means have a sweet Christmas. And I just drew with the glitter and the marker to make it look at least a little bit presentable.
Yeah, I feel like the way that you repurpose these materials is really resourceful of you, since you use very creative tactics, like to take materials from things that no longer have uses and repurpose them in a new way that I would never have thought to use.
No.
And for the red one over here, I drew some balloons, or I printed some of them. I put glitter along with it, and I just put a bow, because it's Christmas. That could also work for a birthday, because these cards are not only for Christmas. These could be for Valentine's Day, Easter, Christmas, birthday,
Right.
anything like that. And with the blue one, I took blue glitter. I printed, I got this actually from a box that provided some of the glitter. So this came with the glitter box, and then I put some glitter, and then I said Merry Christmas again with the same writing.
That's cool. I have another question. So for all of these ornaments,
Yeah.
um,
Going back to the ornaments.
yeah, for all of them you made flowers, or like here,
a cactus
leaves.
or tree.
Right. So what other designs do you think you could make with them?
You can make a star for the, the Christmas tree star. You could make a balloon probably. As long as you get creative, I feel like you can make a lot of things. An Easter bunny even, because like you see how they have the pointy over here, you could put the ears, You can make a lot of different things with cardboard. And that's what I find really amazing about making DIYs and using these recycled items, because using these, the possibilities could be endless with making so much stuff. I used a plastic bottle to make bracelets. I used a plastic bottle to make a pencil box or a pencil case. And with cardboard, I even made a birdhouse. So those are my previous episodes. Yeah.
How long did it take you to make these cards on average?
Okay, so each card took 5 to 10 minutes. The glitter obviously took long to dry, but the card itself, it was easy. And I just bought cardstock that I had extra. I bought it a long time ago to make school projects, because you always have to make projects at school. But I just took leftover pieces and I made it into cards.
So how were you introduced to CISTA Girls?
I was introduced to CISTA Girls. I was finding out ways how you could clean the environment, because just like the founder of this TV show or communities group, Miss Sandy Pope, she wanted to clean the environment, she wanted to aware other people of cleaning the environment, and I find that really amazing, and also saving the bees. That's why our mascot is a bee, and it also says bee friendly, so it's a play on words.
Yeah.
So I find that really amazing that she was caring about these different things, and I was like, you know what, I want to be part of it. And it's also a bonus because, I also went to LaGuardia, right? And there was drama and stuff like that. So I was like, this is probably like a great practice. Just like you guys, this is a perfect practice for you guys because you guys want to be in drama.
I have a question.
Okay.
So how did CISTA Girls get its name?
CISTA Girls, Miss Sandy Pope, she wanted to create a group, an environmental group with the girls, and she just called it CISTA Girls. And that was, not really a play on words, but because there was girls, and because it's like we're all together, we're called sisters, that's the name of it. And the bee just came along because caring for the bees is important. And then, as I said before, the play on words. And our mission, well, this is not our mission, but this is our motto, CISTA Girls leading the way to save the planet. Now there's also a mission. C stands for commit to good health. I stands for invest with others. S comes with sharing. T stands for teamwork, and A means activate a plan. So that's also part of CISTA Girls, that's also part of the name.
Yeah.
And that's the mission. So out of those 5 letters and out of the acronym, what is one that you relate to the most? Commit to good health, invest in others, share, take action, and activate a plan. Which one do you relate most?
I really like the T, taking action, because as a person that really likes drama, I like to just hop right in and just get to the point, and I really feel like that would be the best way to do that.
Okay.
And I sort of feel like A adds on to Annie's concept of activating a plan and taking on this CISTA Girls organization.
Nice. I agree with Isabel and you, of course. Those 2 are the top 2 that I love the most, because you should activate a plan and you should take action, because those things are important. You should take action and share others, of course. Those 3 letters, the 3 letters I love the most because they all go together, I feel.
So I just had a noticing about that decoration.
Yes.
It looks a little like grapes, like the grapevine. So do
Yeah.
you think that you could use that too?
Of course. I mean, as long as you're having fun with it and as long as you could find a purpose for it, then you could do a lot of things with different materials, and, cardboard and plastic and leftover materials that you're about to throw away. Give it a new purpose and that'll just be amazing. So we're coming to the final question. that I'm gonna ask you guys. And if you want to interview me, you could do that, of course. So I want to ask you guys, are you ready for CISTA Girls?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
You guys, are you ready to help clean the environment, beach cleanups, library presentations, possibly park cleanups? Because you were talking about park, how you clean up the park, and I also want to do that because we're always, playing in the park, and the park is where people come together and have fun. So we should clean the park too, and it's important, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I definitely feel like it's important to give back to our society. After all, you said how Mother Nature supplies so much to us. We need to give back to Mother Nature by supporting environmental awareness and joining CISTA Girls.
Okay, so since you've seen an example of what I made, what else could you guys make?
I actually had an Earth Day project last year, and I made out of old juice pouches, like those Capri Sun pouches.
Oh, okay.
I created a handbag, and it was completely out of recyclable materials, and it's really a great way to create a new product from old just wrappers.
Nice. How about you?
It's weird. I actually have a tiny backpack in my room hanging up on a hook, and whenever I finish a candy container, I put it inside of that bag, and later on usually what happens is I turn them into things that I can use for school. Like I can use it as almost a pencil case or a place for push pins, which is what I did with a old gum container. So
Cool. So would you like to ask me some questions about CISTA Girls and things about me?
So how long have you been in CISTA Girls?
I've started probably around May or March, and ever since then I started to enjoy it. I became part of the team, of course, and the events, the community events, the parades, and all that fun things. And that's also what you guys are gonna do if you become part of CISTA Girls.
Yeah.
If you guys want to be part of CISTA Girls, that's definitely what you guys are gonna be doing too, with me or with the other CISTA Girls like Linda and Maureen.
So, do you guys meet? How often do you guys meet to talk about this?
Oh, I love that you asked that question. So we had library presentations, as I said, probably many times before. And since we had library presentations, we wanted it to be every one Saturday. Sorry. So every other Saturday we would come up and we would just talk about cleaning the environment and some important things like upcoming events that we could, be part of, and I really enjoy that. So any more questions?
So, really, what about, obviously you really care about the environment.
Yes, I do.
And you really care about animals. Can you tell us a little more about the animals?
Well, seeing the animals, like when you see those videos, you're like, oh, they're so adorable. But then when you see them, getting killed because of these really cruel people throwing trash on the floor, that just gives you a negative mindset about this. And when you see a dirty place, right? And you see the pigeons eating chicken and all that because people throw their food or their waste stuff. It's not right. And going with seeing the parks nasty or dirty, that gives you a negative mind. And it's not good to have a negative mind. You should have a positive mind, You should be looking at a park and being like, oh, wow, that's beautiful, instead of being like, why is there so much trash here?
Yeah.
But then that's why
Right.
we're here, That's why we are coming to help clean the beach, because the beach is also another place where people would have a birthday party, and you don't want trash to be around your birthday, and people
Right.
get their foot cut, and even the animals, and it's not good.
So I'd just like to add on to cleaning the environment. I actually went to the Grand Canyon and all the national parks
Oh,
before,
really?
and I actually did another project about saving the national parks and preserving nature. And I feel like that's really important, adding on to preserving beaches and parks. It's important to keep national parks clean since they do have really good purposes, and the beautiful scenery and landscape is spectacular.
Yes. I remember we actually went to a park.
Together?
Mhm.
Oh, really?
And I forgot what it was called, but we went there and it was beautiful, and it was around fallish, so there were a bunch of leaves falling from the trees, and it was really, really pretty, but at the same time there was also trash amongst the leaves, and it was just not okay to be looking at that instead of the rest of the actual beauty that was that park.
Wow, because like when you see, well, when I said that how I went to parades and stuff like that, one of the hats that I made, I used leaves that was like not on the floor, but like you could see them falling. So every time I see one fall, I would catch it and I'll put it on my hat and beautify it and stuff like that. And it's also, well, leaves on the floor is not dirty or anything, because like that's Mother Nature. That's a leaf from a tree. But instead of like raking it up and like putting in the garbage, because that's what a lot of people do, we could make it into a hat. And a lot of jewelry that I see in other places, like you can see that's made out of leaves, possibly one of these things, because like as you see, they're really strong. So I like to make different stuff with it.
So where did you get the idea to create these ornaments?
Oh, Christmas,
Yeah.
of course. And when I look at things, I think of CISTA Girls, and I'm like, oh, I should save this, and I should, keep it. I have a box purposely with a lot of recycled things like plastic bottles and all that fun stuff, and cardboard. And yeah, so as I said before, you guys wanted to be part of CISTA Girls. So you guys will be getting a t-shirt like this, right? And not right now, but CISTA Girls is a really great community. And any last thoughts about CISTA Girls?
I just think it's a really, really good thing that you started this, and it's such an inspiration to others. So
Yeah. Isabel?
I find it really important that what you're doing here, raising awareness and really like getting it out there, getting the message out to the public that it's not all right to just throw trash in the oceans. And I see it all the time, like those bottle rings then that are just tossed into the oceans, and animals can just get suffocated with them, and it's just not right. And it's a great thing what you're doing to really broadcast the meaning of CISTA Girls.
Yes, it is really important to clean the environment, and we also have to aware others of cleaning the environment, because if we don't, well then that is just sad. So thank you all for coming, and thank you to my guests. Bye everyone.